Hello! New day, new vlog. So welcome po to our vlog and sana lahat po tayo ay nasa mabuting kalagayan. For today's vlog, pag-uusapan po natin yung news release ng IRCC tungkol po sa pag-reduce ng mga TFW workers at pag-increase ng penalties sa mga employers. So, the Government of Canada highlights reduced usage of temporary foreign worker program and increased penalties. So, when it comes to jobs, Canadians are always first in line. To be clear, the temporary foreign worker program is the last resort for employers who cannot find qualified Canadians and permanent residents to fill job vacancies. Alam naman po natin yon na bago sila kumuha ng mga TFWs talaga, ay uunahin muna nila yung mga permanent residents, yung mga Canadians, bago last option na talaga ang mga TFWs. But ngayon, as lalo nang lumiit ang chance or pa konti ng pakonti. So there's a stringent process in place to ensure that Canadian workers are always prioritized first. All employers seeking to use the temporary foreign worker program must demonstrate the genuine attempts to recruit workers from within Canada were unsuccessful. They must also continue recruiting for the position while the application is pending. Workers under the TFW program represent approximately 1% of the Canadian workforce and play important roles in key sectors such as agriculture, food processing, construction, and healthcare. So, talagang pinaprioritize sila at yung mga Canadians. So, iilang percentage na lang ang dapat kukunin nila talaga sa TFWs. And sa ngayon, ang apat na sectors na prioritize nila ay unang-una is ang agriculture, food processing, construction, and healthcare. So doon sila nakafocus. Kung kasama naman po tayo doon, maganda-gandang balita po yun, di ba? Medyo safe ng konti. In context of the tightening labor market in September 2024, that was last year, several measures were implemented to reduce reliance on the TFW program, resulting to 50% reduction overall in applications to the program and 70% in the low-wage stream. So, noon pa mang last year, nagsimula na ito, bumaba na ng 50% at 70% doon sa mga low-wage stream. So, ganun po ang target nila talaga. The employer compliance regime aims to verify employers' adherence to program requirements and conditions through inspections. So, patungkol naman po ito sa mga employers. So, of course, kailangan silang inspect. Meron silang mga rules and laws to follow. Employers who do not respect this could be issued administrative monetary penalties. So ito na yung nakaka-trigger, nakatawag pansin kasi may nape-penalty talaga ng more or less $1 million. Sa penalties up to $1 million per year and be temporary or permanently banned from the program. So, kalain mo yon, hindi ka lang nape-penalty, maban ka pa sa program na yon. So, hindi ka na maka-hire ever. In fiscal year of 2024 and 2025, ESDC conducted 1,435 employer compliance inspections, of which 10% of employers were found non-compliant. During the same period, penalties more than doubled from 2,067,750 to 4,882,500 and resulted in 36 employers being banned from the TFW program, a threefold increase from last year. So, kalain mo yon, sa kanilang pag-inspect in a fiscal year, ang dami nilang na bigyan ng penalty na mga more or less 36 employers na naban na talaga sa TFW program. Sabi nga, threefold increase from the last year nila na inspection. From April 1, 2024 to March 31, 2025, ito po yung mga examples of non-compliance violations ng mga employers. Unang-una po, an employer from agriculture. So, di ba, kasama din yun sa 4 sectors, pero meron pa rin non-compliance na mga employers. Kumbaga sa atin, mga pasaway. So, an employer in the agriculture sector who was fined $212,000 and banned from the TFW program for 2 years for failing to provide proper working conditions and for not providing a required documentation to inspectors. So, may mga proper working conditions. Kasi minsan, yung mga employer din umaabuso, di ba? Hindi lang makapalag kasi ang TFWs. Second, an employer of residential building construction industry. So, ito naman po ang nape-penalty. Was fined $161,000 and banned from a TFW program of 5 years for failing to provide proper wages and working conditions and lack of compliance with federal and provincial labor laws. So for sure, kasi sinabi dito, failed to provide proper wages. Baka hindi ito nagpasweldo ng maayos. And the third, an employer in a long-haul trucking industry was fined $150,000 for failing to genuinely operate a business and for not providing the required documentation to inspectors. So, ang kanilang mga penalty is nagba-vary rin sa different reasons, di ba? So, iba-iba ang rason, iba-iba rin ang penalty. And just recently, in addition, this September lang, last month, an employer in the fish and seafood sector was issued a penalty of $1 million and a 10-year ban from the program for failing to provide proper wages and working conditions, failing to comply with federal and provincial labor laws, and failing to provide a workplace that was free of abuse. To this date, this is the biggest penalty ever issued by the department because any mistreatment of workers or misuse of the program will not be tolerated. Employers are found to be non-compliant with TFW program conditions are also listed on the public-facing website. So may website sila, managed by IRCC. So akalain niyo po, 1 million ang penalty dollars. And naban na siya ng 10 years. So hindi na siya makahire. Kasi yung tatlong in-example ko doon na mga violations, nasa kanya lahat. Hindi siya nag-provide ng proper wages, hindi siya ng working conditions, baka sumobra sa oras kasi hindi din sinasahuran. Hindi siya nag-comply sa federal and provincial labor laws at saka yung mga workplace na free of abuse ang ginawa. So, talagang siguro maraming nagsusumbong kaya napansin po ito ng IRCC. So it is clear that improvement to TFW program are needed. This starts with a focused approach that targets specific strategic sectors and needs of specific regions. The Government of Canada continues to strengthen the TFW program's integrity and to enhance temporary foreign worker protections. Our work to reduce the reliance of Canadian employers on the program is part of the plan. So, ang kanilang plano is hindi lang po doon sa mga TFWs, kundi na aayusin nila Kaya sila nagre-reduce unti-unti para maiayos nga naman, kundi pati na rin sa mga employers kasi part din sila, 'di ba? So marami din talaga, sad to say, marami din tayong naririnig na minsan yung iba over na sa work tapos hindi pa maayos yung pasahod. So, siguro nakarating talaga doon kasi bakit nila ito napansin. So, meron po silang website. Pwede po tayo, may mga hotlines din po sila. Kung meron kayong alam, pwede nyo pong i-report doon. So, yun lamang po ang aking ma-share for today. So, I hope may napulutan kayong aral at may na-share po akong maganda tungkol sa mga TFWs and sa mga employers or sa mga abusadong employers dito sa Canada. So, thank you for watching once again and don't forget to like and subscribe. And God bless po sa ating lahat. See you on our next video. Bye!